I think, genuinely think, the celebration has been very, very good. I feel like there's always going to be people complaining about every single celebration that comes out in Dokkan. It doesn't matter what the case is. It could be fucking stone count. It could be, oh, units weren't great. Events suck. No, not at all. I think the celebration did a very good job with basically everything. I mean, I'll nitpick a few things during the video, but I think they did a very good job. We're just gonna go over basically all the stuff that they released. Need to open up some tabs. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now I've opened some tabs and actually got some stuff to talk about. Just to point out a few things, both parts were very good. I think as far as units go, as far as content goes, the only thing I will say about part 1 specifically, so we got this unit. I don't know why they released them. I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't know why they released them, at least right here. Just very, very confusing. An extreme Champa that really only helps Realm of Gods Universe 6, which none of the new units lead. Not on any of the new units teams. So, very strange choice. Could have been like a Trunks. Or a Zamasu, a Gawasu. I mean, it could have been a bunch of different things. It could have been another Beerus. For all I know. But, you know, it happens. Sometimes Dokkan wants to do little weird things here and there. But anyways, we get past that. So, we got these global tickets, which I did not have any luck on these tickets. Well, I'll put it like this. I pulled, I think, like another AGL Gogeta from one of these tickets. Out of all the tickets that I've used, I've only pulled AGL Gogeta. Plus, I'm also stupid and didn't read that we were going to get another 50 tickets. So instead of using the other 50 tickets that we got for another 44% chance at a unit, I just used them all for 10 unit multis. Granted, I got a bunch of different stuff that was good. I had stuff that I needed, stuff to rainbow out certain units. Like I think I rainbowed Vegeta and Trunks with that, and I got a copy of AGL Vegeta, like I said, which was good. And I will say, my first 44 unit or 44% multi, whatever, I did not get the unit I summoned for. I did it on Gogeta, and I got the Tech, Goku, and Gohan unit for the Cell Saga, and I was not happy. So I was kind of being desperate about my tickets, and you know that was just me being upset. But that is still, I think what they did with these tickets was still really cool. Even if I didn't pull the unit I wanted with it. You know, a lot of people were able to use those tickets, get the unit that they wanted with it. That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's what the game needs. It's not like the 10th year anniversary, though, where they literally give you a stone that you can get whatever unit you want, is even the new units. That, it's a little bit different, but I think they're only going to save that stuff, that kind of thing, for anniversaries. Would it be nice to see that in the 11th anniversary? Of course. But who knows? That could just be like the one-time thing because it was like the 10th anniversary. You know, 10's a big number. We're hitting double digits now. Oh, yeah, we have the Dragon Ball Super theme. Always being played. These background musics that are very, very fun. The Zeno login bonus, where you get the Zeno button, which helps you with this event, the Infinite Zamasu, which I only did one run. We'll go through all the events and all the stats and everything in a minute. This whole video is just gonna cover basically every little thing. I don't know if there's gonna be a part 3 or EX part. I would like to think that there is, but I'm not super certain about it, so that's why I'm going over this stuff now, just to get it out of the way. And if there is a part 3, then I'll cover the part 3, of course. But we had this Zamasu event, which was, like I said, I only did it once, so I don't know everything off the top of my head. New stages for this perfect cooperation team battle, which I don't know why they always just keep adding these random events. I mean, granted, I love it because more stones, challenges, challenge runs, and all that stuff, or runs with different categories and whatnot. Awesome, love that. it's the challenge tab is getting a little saturated, is what I'm trying to get at. The LR Future Zamasu EZA, which was definitely needed, especially if there's going to be a celebration to do it, it's going to be this one or the last Future celebration that we got. Training in Clouds, this event is very awesome. Gets you, make sure you do this event because it gets you those support. Oh my god, what are they called? Skill orbs. The skill orbs for the specific characters. And even if you don't have some of them for the new characters, it's still very good. Oh no, I'm sorry. You get the new ones from one of the other challenge events. My apologies. Sorry, I had some yogurt and it's kicking my ass right now for some reason. I'm like, I just put fruit in it and protein. It's just kicking my ass. We have the Extreme Z Awakening support campaign, which these are always nice. I am not the person that runs out of Zenny anymore. I used to be Zenny and Gregory medals. I think I have a screenshot somewhere like far back of me having like 3 Zenny and then like 90 Dragon Stones. Is a very funny screenshot. But these are always nice because every once in a while we'll run out of Zenny and these Diamond Hercule statues will come in handy. Login bonus, obviously very good. All the missions and everything were also very good. Now, these two, right? I guess we will talk about the units like as we go. I'll save all the EZAs and stuff for like kind of the end. But these two release. And to me, this is one of those things. At least for both of them, it's like they're not doing a lot, but what they're doing is very good. Does that make sense? I mean, Goku's dodging has damage reduction, launching super attacks. You know, he has stuff in his kit. It's just one of those things that, like, it doesn't seem like he's doing a lot, but what he's doing is he's doing very well. And same thing with Zamasu. I mean, so the funny thing is that for existing, right? They both have the same exact thing, except they tag this attack and defense plus attacks effective against all types for allies whose name includes Goku Black on Goku Black, but did not give Goku that same treatment. They could have given him like, excuse me, something with like Trunks. Excuse me, there it is. 80% for Trunks units or something like that. That would have been cool. Weird design, but still very good units on both sides. You know, one gets there, and obviously they're meant to be mirrored in a way. One gets dodge, one gets damage reduction. Guards, if you have super class or all extreme or whatever, or a future saga category, the Goku gets a additional super, 20% more dodge, and 10% damage reduction, which is quite good. 80% dodge and then 70% damage reduction. So even if he does get hit, it's probably not going to do much. I think obviously the defense when receiving attack, very good. Attack effective against all types, 200%, and then they get additional attack that has a range chance to be super. They're both very good, and the only thing that's really weird, also their super attack effects are also very good. You know, just greatly stacking attack and then raising their defense allies. I think Goku Black's attack, yeah. The only thing I will say, got the categories, the amount of categories they're both. Jesus, I did not know he was on about 1,000,001 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 24, 20, 25, 26. Good lord. That's awesome. That's actually like I mean, trying to be sarcastic. That's genuine. Like, that's awesome. I'm really glad that they're doing this. Reverse exchange, man. It's good. The only thing is the inverse, or the exchange part of both kits seem kind of weird. I don't have the Goku Vegeta unit yet. I'm hoping to pull them with like the last few stones we'll get. But Zamasu is very interesting. The only thing I will say about these two units is that their active skills hit incredibly hard. They hit so hard. You know, for the Vegeta, massively raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage, guards all attacks, Future Saga support, and additional 10% for all bond and parent child for 4 turns. I feel like I've seen this active skill hit so hard because of all of his stats, right? 250. Which he gets this when he does his active skill, because I believe when you hit your active skill as a LR, you get 24 key, guaranteed. Third attacker, you get attack 100%, 150%, so you do the active in slot 3, obviously. Oh. Whoa, Jacob, maybe if I just read the kit further. Like I said, I don't have these units, so it's very weird. I also don't know what every little thing every unit does, because we've gotten such an influx of units, as well as I would like to make Dokkan something that I can be more a part of, as well as like the community and everything, so that I could actually like understand what the hell's going on most of the time. Because I used to back when I had like more time to do that, but with work and with my actual personal job that I have, and wanting to do other different kinds of videos and other different things, it's hard to keep track of what everybody does, okay? So, but it is good that he has that. If he had it on the Goku side, it would be a little bit better. Wouldn't really make sense, but still. 40% damage reduction. High chance of dodging, high chance of crit, more attack and defense. Yeah, this side hits very hard, but I think the Goku has it's technically supposed to be, yeah, raise attack 300%. Yeah, this is the one that is also hits. It also hits very hard. Sorry, I keep stumbling on my words. Granted, I will say this: both actives, or I guess all 4 actives on all 4 units, all hit incredibly hard. I think Zamasu was the first unit that I saw actually hit 9-9, like, you know, all 9s with an active skill, like legit, not nuking or anything like that, obviously. And that to me was, I reeled my head back, and it's insane. Oh, by the way, the Zamasu guards, high chance crit, 200% attack, defense. When attacking, 200% attack and defense. Future Saga, extreme allies damage reduction up 10%, which is insane. That is crazy. Because like, think of Omega, and then this guy is like, not together obviously, but just how good Omega is, and then with this, it's just crazy. Zamasu just kind of takes damage though. Is his issue. He just kind of gets shit on. He has no damage reduction, but he does a lot of damage. If you can put him in a spot where he could deal his damage, dude, he does so much damage. It is ridiculous. And then when activating active skill or attacking with 20 or more ki, 20 or more. Okay, they're both like that. So I thought one was 18 and this was 20. Attack and defense 200%, launch an additional super, and then attack and defense 300%, crits, or recovers 6% of the damage dealt as HP when HP is 60% or less. When you have this up, which isn't common, right? I feel like you kind of just die in these events. You don't really get to 60% or less HP. When you have this up, first off, his active is a full heal. You just full heal with the active. It's really funny. But that's if you don't kill the boss, right? They hit so hard. They're very fun units. Like I said, I don't have this unit, but I have seen stuff on him. I'm hoping to pull him so that I can actually like do runs with him. They both seem very good. They are very good. What am I talking about? We'll go over the part 2 units in a minute, but I just kind of want to go over them just to kind of go with the flow of this video. This, by the way, this is insane. The fact that you can get 35 medals, I believe it's 35. 28. I think it's 20. It might be 28 or 35. One of the two. From every single event now. That's awesome. I mean, I haven't gone through and done every single stage yet because work and all that stuff, and I want to play the actual challenge events. But that's awesome. For anyone that came back to play this and pulled all these new units and everything, I mean, I don't know any new players personally, because everyone that I talk to about this game, they're all like, they've all been playing since like 2nd, 3rd, 4th year. So, you know, they all have like fairly new units, or all fairly old units, I should say, sorry, and all already got their stuff all awakened. So for new people to come in, see this, you know, or maybe returning players that they already had teams at work, see this and then be able to actually get all these medals for any units that they pull is just awesome. And I will say this: I made a JP account for 7th anniversary, and I did have a problem doing some of the Dokkan events because it's hard to run leads when you're a brand new when you have a brand new box. But then where's it at? They release this free to play team that I'm gonna do another video on after I'm done recording this. But this free to play team is like, to me, one of the best things Dokkan has done ever, because it opens the way for more more free to play teams like this. And whenever these big celebrations come out, they could always do something like this, or even like the small celebrations. And I'll go over more like in the next video, which will be tomorrow, because I have a lot of recording to do today. They could do this for a lot of different teams and ideas and whatnot. I do think the Saiyan Saga units should get easy A's. That would be nice, and kind of put them on this level. Obviously, we need a Saiyan Saga celebration because they're not gonna fucking touch that team, anyways. Kind of skipped a little bit, but you know, it's whatever. Stone Sale, the Dragon Stones, which if you guys got these, I mean, not too many units that are great on either, but you know, I'm personally one of the people that like to collect the units, so I kind of just get whatever I don't have. I mean, you still have Beast Gohan, and then if Texamasu Easy A's in the future, I think he'll be really good. Same with AGL Vegito. I haven't looked at the TR list, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got Harudegarn. I'll say that. I bought some. I got Harudegarn, and I was done. More login Dragon Stones, Global Coin, survey. This was super funny. You know, I've seen a lot of people. I saw a lot of people either get 0 stones from this or get, what was it, 15 for each one, so 30 stones. I think personally I got 30, but I had 2 7s. Like, I didn't have a 3 or a 7. I didn't do the safe. I did 2 7s. Called it a day. This is also very good. Global Stone Collector campaign. We have like units on here that are also that are very good to this day, like Tech Vegito and Rose, because they have their buff. I like this Kaioken Goku, and Eller Gohan's pretty good. This event. So let's see if I have it pulled up right. Okay. So this, my tabs. This event. Well, I'm also gonna re-go over this. I'm just gonna go over the kits and everything. But anyways, this event, I really hope, right, that this isn't a look into the close future of challenging content, because I think going from the 10th anniversary to this, right? We got the 10th anniversary stuff in January, if I'm not mistaken, January. And it's August, so about 7 months. 7 months pass. And you can't really use the 10-year anniversary units in this event. Like, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's good. But, like, really, you don't want to use the 10-year anniversary LRs in any event that has, like, AoEs. It's just not really viable for them. This specific event just kind of shits on the 10th-year anniversary LRs. That's just how it is. But even like this stage, man. This stage is obviously harder. But dude, these kick ass. And I mean in a both a good and a bad way. Like, they hit so hard. 1.2 million normals out the gate, 1.6 million normals out the gate. 4.8 million super, 3.7 million super out the gate. Raising attack and everything. It's one of those events that, like, it's hard now. Obviously, when they release more units, it's gonna be easier. But if they make this the standard and then that's it, like, it's gonna be like this for a while. But they obviously release more units that are good. Obviously, it's the gotcha game, power creep and whatnot. I think it'll be fine. But I genuinely think that this next challenge event comes out should be harder than the Goku event, harder than the Red Zone Goku stage, or the Red Zone Vegeta story Goku stage, whatever. Harder than that, but a little bit easier than this. Is it a skill issue? Maybe. It's just surprising. Some of the units that got hit with this super, seeing them die is just insane. Now, they don't dodge cancel, so like obviously just run dodge. I've been having some bad luck with dodge. I'd rather my units just tank. My dodge luck has been very bad recently. More so thanks to this guy right here, which is a great sub EZA. It's just, man, he fucking eats supers, I'll tell you that. But they're both fun, challenging stages. And I mean, even now, like, it's one of those things, like, even if you have the new units, you might not just win automatically. You do have to play a little bit right still. But it's still fun, even if it is, like, incredibly hard. So, there's that. I keep shuffling through music. Okay. New stage of seriously serious all-out battle. Jeez, I hate that name so much. Which is right here, and it's this stage. Well, that's not right. Oh, it's because I did the wrong thing. I don't know this. So this, I'm gonna tie this back to the physical Vegito. I don't know what it was about this event specifically, but this was so hard for me to beat, and I don't even think this is that hard of a fight. Just stat wise, I mean, obviously the first stage just fucking fodder. And then this stage, he gets 200% attack, so 3 times. This goes up to 30, about 4 million fully built up. Raises attack by 30%, so 30% of 4 million is 1.3. Like a 5.3 million super. I mean, I guess he does hit hard, but I just feel like my units were just failing me with this event. I legit brought Vegito in here to do that super physical mission of one of the EX missions, and he probably died of this super 10 plus times. I don't know what the hell it was with that Vegito and this event, but he just, and he wasn't. This was an event, even post-super, he wasn't fucking living because he's STR. So he, post-super, he's eating fucking 3 million, 2 million, maybe. Right? Like, it was fairly annoying. And also double supers, which is quite funny. So he can hit very hard. But I feel like once you get past this first bit, and then you get him up to a point where he can hit hard, your units, like if you're running like a normal team, your unit should just be blitzing this guy. 500 million HP. That's a little bit of HP, but not as bad as we've seen. EX missions. They released this Extreme Z area with, he's on the next page because with this guy. Can y'all tell me why LRTN was made the way he was, and then this celebration we legit get like 2 of the best free-to-play LRs we've seen in a while? Right? I mean, I would also say the Shadow Dragon Saga 2, but I mean more so like farmable free-to-play LR, sorry. I mean, this guy just fits right into the fucking Rose team. Damage reduction on entry, 40% buff to allies, extreme class allies. Super class enemies get 30% attack and defense down. Launching additionals. This is all for existing, by the way. And then if you target enemy or all allies in the same turn or extreme class, which you're going to run them on the Rose team, he gets more damage reduction. Launch an additional super attack, which, by the way, his super attack effect, well, I guess his 12 key is just a lower attack and defense, but he does raise attack and defense on his 18 key, which is nice. Attack and defense when attacking 12 more key. Attacking 18 more key gets more defense. If target enemies in an HP 59% or less, or attack down or defense down, he crits and has more attack. And then whenever he delivers a final blow, he gets a 59% chance to dodge and then 59% attack and defense. Which to me, like 59% isn't like insane. It's more than a high chance, less than great, but that's still pretty awesome. And he does hit hard. Like he's not like a bitch. He hits pretty hard. And he has, you know, he doesn't have big bad bosses either, but that's he he also hits harder just based off of or no, he doesn't. I'm sorry, because his name is not Goku Black. But he still just hits hard. This guy's good. This guy's great, I would say. I would put him on the main team if running the Rose team. I would run him on the main team if it wasn't just a case of I like running the free to play units, which I forgot to get into just for a quick second. I'm gonna try to go through this very quickly because I'm already at 25 minutes. I'm not even gonna hit part 2. So, I just closed one of the tabs because I am an idiot. I believe it was this one. So, whenever I think of a free-to-play team, this should be exactly what happens. It's for a name unit that we're not going to have, probably forever. They make it strictly to this team. And they're so good. Like, the free-to-play Ginyu Force was nice, and the free-to-play Team Bardock Squad was nice, but I don't recall them doing what these guys did as far as when they drop compared to content, right? Even when they easy aid, it still didn't feel like this. And these guys are just URs. These guys aren't even TURs, which means that in the next future celebration, if the meta has completely shifted and got super harder, which it will have, these guys can just easy A. Or I'm sorry, these guys can just awaken. And you bump up some of these numbers and they're good again. This is what they should be doing. Fuck all the farming up for an SSR and then awakening it and shit. Make a UR and then just make them as good as the event as the maybe not as like the strongest events, even though you can run some of these guys in the strongest events. Like, I think the tech one's very good. I shot on the tech one for a while, for a little bit when I saw it, but he's actually quite good. AGL one's very good. I mean, they're all good. I mean, all of them except really the STR. But that STR one's still good. It's just he's just mostly a damage dealer, right? But the rest are just really, really good. I mean, this guy is well, but yeah, I mean, you know, 35 dodge or whatever on him's pretty good, and he also guards. So he's probably the worst out of the 4. Or maybe this guy. Like, this one, I'm not going to argue which one's better, which one's worse, right? Whole point is that this type of team is what we should be getting. You can, and honestly, you can keep everything the same. And then you just change, like, this and then this for the next ones. So, like, if we got the Gogeta clones as ones, they would just do GT Heroes. Clone. If we got, you know, TN, the TN clones, clone, and then Dragon Ball Saga, right? I mean, not much to say. These guys are amazing. All right, try to speed up a little bit. These 2 super easies are very good. Also, this event got updated, which I believe I have right here. Again, this is one of those events I only did once. But Zamasu hits for 7 million. I know that. 7 million. And then this trunk hits for 7.7 million. Nothing crazy about the events. They just kind of hit hard. But they're a little bit longer. Well, I say that, but you know, 70 million, 90 million, you're slicing through these fucking enemies like nothing. What, total of what? 900, 1.2, or 1.1, I'm sorry. 1.2. About 1.3, maybe 1.4 billion HP throughout this whole event. Damn, so I didn't even realize how much health this fucking Zamasu had. I mean, I guess you're not really supposed to kill him, huh? I think, because I think the event you killed the Goku Black. Yeah, sorry, I have no input. I don't know why I just got so tired. I mean, this event was fun. Both of these events were fun. I think this is also weird how this one only has 4 stages, if I'm looking at this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one has fucking 7. What the hell? That's probably harder then, huh? Because you're getting to this faster. He has like no HP. He has no HP. I mean, he's hitting hard. 2 million normals and some, but like you by the time you get here, you should be good. 450. I mean, damn. Ugh. Anyways, very fun, and like the boss rush type events, they should be doing that all the time. I think they need to be adding boss rushes to like fucking everything. Because we already have like good short form content. Sorry. So any kind of long form content is very, very nice. Next are these two Super Easy A's. I already made my comment about Vegito. He's very, very good. He just fucking dies to every super attack known to man because he just never fucking dodges for me. I don't think I've ever had this up, so it's only been a high chance from what I remember. I could be wrong, but I've seen him die to supers. I've seen him die to more supers now than I have when I've used him before. When he first came out, and also when he first got it, or when he got his first EZA, I saw him die to less supers then. But obviously, it's just a matter of luck. It happens. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and complain about it because even with this happening a lot, I still think dodge on this character is very good. Dodge in general is just good. It just happens. But you know, 2-turn support for super class allies even gives a buff to extreme class allies. Attacks are effective against all types. I mean, damage reduction when receiving a normal. Already played this song. Like after you do your super attacks, after this too, he hits so hard. And I mean, one of the big things too that I want to see. I haven't gotten a chance to do it because the last time I tried this, he died. But there's an event in part 2, the Gogeta clone event, and I want to see this guy just mollywop some of these clones. But, it's whatever. And then AJL's, almost said Zamasu, AJL Rose, a very needed EZA for sure, because extreme class teams can get all the help that they need. I'm all for it. Crit support for the team, guards, more damage reduction within a turn, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. More crit, more attack on receiving an attack, and then receiving an attack, get a shit ton of defense. All ally support, 30% 3 key. Guaranteed launch additional super, and then 20% damage reduction, which paired with his greatly raised defense, which by the way, also paired with this guy, is additionals. He has greatly raised attack and defense. Paired with this is very nice. They were both very good, both what the teams needed for sure. I believe that's most of part 1. Oh yeah, we got this cool whatchamacallit? Battlefield, sorry. This I don't know how hard that battlefield is. Also a bunch of other like boosts and whatnot. Let me see if I can pull up that battlefield, because that one was very strange. The battlefield. Holy hell. Is this one? Yes. Yeah, this guy hits like a wet napkin, same as this guy, which I thought these guys were gonna hit fucking hard. These guys also hit like wet napkins. He just has a lot of health. And I would say that, oh, this is normal numbers for what you're running, because you're usually doing the super and extreme like typings. But they only let you bring 35 units into this, which let you build teams. They just basically said, hey, build teams for this. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, it's because it's going to be hard. No, it was not. I very overestimated these. I actually do want to go back and check the other one too, because I want to make sure that I'm not tripping that both these were just. Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, never mind. That's basically most of part one, and just to try to hurry up, speed through it, going through it for 35 minutes now. So let's go through it. These EZAs, I talked about these EZAs in another video. Both these guys are very good. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, obviously, very awesome. It's very hyped that he got his EZA now. I think they did a great job with it. I feel like a lot of people were calling him shit when he first got his details released, and I haven't checked Twitter recently. I don't like to get on Twitter for my mental state, but I feel like people are talking him up again, and it's great to have a King back. Also, his active is very good. Vegeta and Trunks, I have not gotten to run a proper run to take advantage of their insane 18 key. Because I haven't done festival battles for this unit. I'm still waffling on what kind of team to run for it, because I want to run these guys as leads. Anyways, just very, very good. I mean, they're kind of locked to slot 1. But I mean, even then, like, they're just ridiculous, man. Another unit that's just awesome at the EZA this celebration. Like, this is more help for these teams, even though, like, I feel like the teams got enough help that they needed, right? But very, very awesome. This event, the Gogeta clone event, very, very, very awesome. Let's see. Let's see if they actually have like stats built up for these. What the hell? Oh my gosh. This is worded fairly weird. Oh, I guess this is just to show that this is different. Like, he's different. I wonder how much attack raised when each attack is received, though. That's what I kind of want to see, because obviously these numbers are low. Hold on one second. Never mind. Just remembered. Dokkan Wiki doesn't have these events pulled up for some reason. I wish I could like accurately see their stats. I wonder if there's something I can look at later. Anyways. This event's very, very fun. I know Dokkan World has a couple of videos of them maxing out like Beast Gohan and Tech Vegito. I did those myself. I didn't obviously not upload or anything. I can't do gameplay right now, but I did those like for myself just to see. I didn't even think you could kill these clones, but apparently you can. And I did it with the Tech Vegito, and it's quite funny. It's so funny to see just the absolute devastation that Vegito can do the counters. And I also saw Beast Gohan's like highest attacks I've ever seen ever, which was like 80-something million. Which is insane. Close these. Have we gotten this event? No, we haven't. Honestly, I thought we had everything. I believe this is it's one of those events that is... Oh, did I delete my event tab? I think I did. It's one of those... Kind of like the Ultimate Speed Battle, right? Ultimate Player Choice Battle. So... Like this one? Right? Am I crazy? I feel like it's actually like different. This one, I think it's meant to be like these, and then it's like a whole thing where they make it's like, oh, it's whoever does the best or has the highest or the lowest time or something like that, right? I could be confused with something else, but I'm pretty sure it's what this is. My mistake on my part. I thought all the stuff is released already. That's why I did a video, or so I'm doing a video, but it happens. New Shadow Dragon Saga stage, which is right here. Again, another boss rush. Very, very awesome. Fantastic that they're doing this. This has been one of the most annoying fucking fights I've done in a while. Because this motherfucker seals or stuns. She stuns on super. He seals every turn. This motherfucker dodges. This motherfucker locks and then has guaranteed hit, which is fantastic. And then after all that, you should just fucking hit hard. Both recovering HP. Or he recovers HP, he doesn't, but I mean, like, look at this fucking shit. 40% defense down, fucking 7 million super, 2.5 million AoE. I mean, he hits so hard, and also disables evasion. You can't dodge him. Shit ton of health. Excuse me. The same thing with these guys. Like none of these guys have health. So my issue that I've been having is I'll get up to Nova, and I'll either die at Nova because he just hits the wrong unit, or I'll get to ice and he kills me. I have beaten this event. I think I did it with Gogeta, obviously. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because he's the GOAT. And this, he doesn't play around. Like, he's dealt damage to my Gogeta, 55% Gogeta with this, and it's kind of opens my eyes a little bit, seeing that it's 7 million. Whatchamacallit? Omega burst mode, which I'll get into Omega in a second, and they're right here. Okay, so the super easy A's, which I know people don't like the Vegeta. The Vegeta's okay. From what I've seen, he's okay. Okay, not great. Okay. Goku has done wonders for me. I feel like Goku is very, very good. It's just this slot restriction shit is so... It's just so tedious. Especially in my mind, on the GT Hero team, you want to have them floaters anyway. So Goku not being able to be a floater sucks. Because I want to keep all the LRs on rotation with each other. Get all the links all together and everything. So, like, because missing out on legendary power doesn't seem like much missing out on one link, but that's what at level 10 it's 15%. It's 15% attack when performing a super attack, which is a shit ton when you're talking about all the extra stats that they get with the other links as well as what they already have in their passive, right? So it sucks missing out on that. Like I said, don't remember the Vegeta being great. Goku's pretty good, at least good for me. Omega, this Omega is very good. I mean, this not getting a full 60 kind of sucks, but he's also getting an extra 10 to 20 on the Omega team anyways, and this is already a floater. So it's not that big of a deal. Support. I mean, he also hits... I did not think he would hit as hard as he does. He hits so hard. I mean, just for free, like 50 to 60 million super attacks. Attacks that super attacks. Like, that's ridiculous. Sometimes he's hitting harder than his Omega. It's insane. Obviously, hit potential to some difference, but still. These were very good easy A's. Another formidable battle. Perfect cooperation team battle. Which were these two stages right here. This stage was not hard. I thought this would have done way more damage, but it didn't. And like I said, it's okay when they do that for the sake of, you know, missions and stones and whatnot. That's awesome. This one, I was like, okay, you know, fucking 8.4 million super to 3 million normal. This is a little wild. 12 million defense? I did not know he had 12 million defense. That is fucking crazy. Crit, dodge. Can super twice. I mean, this guy. Look, I need to stop yawning. Is he the hardest boss we have right now? Because he comes out turn 2, if I'm not mistaken. If you don't deal with this, right? If you don't send Zubin or anything. He comes out turn 2. Is he the hardest boss turn 2? No, I think Zamasu and Rose are still up there. Because I mean they're both out turn 1. And that's just devastating. 8.4 million, huh? That's funny. This is also a really fun event too. Like this event was very fun. Obviously Super Saiyan 4 Goku was just scary. 300 million HP, not a lot, but still. I mean, when you're hitting for fucking 3 million with 12 million defense and 8.4 million damage, it's a little crazy. Like when we were getting to a point where like the defensive side of the bosses are getting like unit active skill levels, like, that's a little wild, right? And then let's not even fuck around. Let's just get to the goats. Is there anything else I should pull up? The Nova. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do it in this order. We'll talk about the Nova. Oh, I didn't even get to talk about this stage. Sorry. They like I said, I never gotten to this point, but I know that, 3,000% guy hits very hard. But this is also just one of those gimmick events. It is interesting to see how if your units can get this far. Maybe, right? But it's still cool. Oh my lord. It's still a good event. AoE super as well, by the way. 3,000%. I believe it's 29 times, so 29 times 900,000, you do the math. Or 31 times the amount. So yeah, you guys can figure that out. Where looking for this stage. Part 2 of this event brought in the Omega stage and then the Gogeta stage. The Omega stage being very, very annoying with the guaranteed locking, guaranteed health gain every turn, guaranteed stun on the super attack, raising attack on his super attack, the 2.4 million damage he does on his super attack, AoEs, which his AoE damage is a little bit small, but compared with this, he's AoEing for 1.2 million and then 600,000. Which, not a lot of damage. But pair with all this, right? It's annoying. And then Gogeta just hits really hard, right? Yeah, massive raises attack on his super, and then it gets more attack. He has a scripted part of his oh, they actually added the slots to this. That's cool. He has a scripted part of his fight, but even if it is scripted, like, you still have to have the units to survive his attacks, right? Or at least nullify his super attack. Both stages very fun. I think all, like, even if they were hard, the special battle stages were very, very fun. Even if they were hard and kicked my ass. Alright, we'll talk about Nova real quick. I already had a tab open. Silly me. One of the best free-to-play units LRs we've gotten. Like I said, it's crazy how we got LRTN and then we get literally the 2 best free-to-play LRs we've ever gotten. And I mean both LRs too help the extreme side, which is what they needed so bad. Because they're both teams, like, I hate seeing villain teams just immediately run out of fuel, of gas after celebration, and then they up the power creep, and then now that team just isn't good anymore. I am such a big fan of the extreme class teams when I see that happen, it's like, damn, like I spend my stones, I summon for the villain unit that I want, or the villain unit in general, and now I can't use this team anymore, right? But then getting this help, the just additional help, is always so nice, right? Oh, and the Super Easy Ace. Before I even get to the real two kings right now, my two kings. I'm gonna very quickly go over all of these because I'm almost, I don't say out of time, but I'm spending a lot of time. Shadow Dragon EZA, very, very good. I mean, exactly the same thing I was talking about Nova. Like, it's what the team needed. Very, very good. Supports, you know, all this damage reduction, which paired with physical Omega's damage reduction he already gives, very, very good. Baby, this, I don't want to say this baby sucks because he doesn't suck. He's actually quite good. The only problem is he's banned in every single event. You're always going to have this sub because of the team you're running him on, and then if you have this sub, it's even better. Very, very nice. Also, his grade up is quite substantial. Dude, shout out to Spotify for real for just having some of these Dokkan playlists on demand. Oh, I already had that pulled up. And greatly raise attack. Oh, they don't have his passive. I think his passive is like he gets 170 something per orb, 170 something attack per orb. But anyways, very, very, very good. Another very good unit. Too bad he's banned in every single event. Great support. 50% dodge, guards, launch additional super, very, very good. Greatly raise defense, raise attack for 3 turns. Greatly raise defense for 1 turn, raise attack for 3 turns. Will it show? No. Okay. I think Goku just gets 100% attack, and then something with crit for his, but still very, very good. Tech Sin, probably one of the best Super EZAs we've ever gotten. For obviously like time period dependent. Very, very like just, I mean, 40% damage reduction on turn 1, and then he can get up to another 80, and then on Omega's team he can get up to 90, 100 damage, 100% damage reduction. You don't always need to get 7 orbs with him because this isn't super substantial, but I prefer it because it is, you know, you get an extra 50% attack and defense, so it is nice. I mean, he gets guaranteed crit after you get 5 orbs, launch additional super attack. So he's launching 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 super attacks. 3 to 4, sorry. Every turn, and he hits. I mean, he hits for like 40 to 60 million, depending on your team and rotations and whatnot and what you've done. Greatly raised attack defense. It's just very, very good. He's only on 3 fucking teams though. Is his issue, but he's very good on all 3 of those fucking teams, right? That is what we need for sub EZAs. We need outstanding, insane units for like 2 teams. That's what we need. We don't need this fucking this shit where they're good for certain teams, or if they're trying to be good, they lower the power level of the unit so that they can be average for many teams. We need the power level to be as good as a summonable unit, but only for like 2 teams or specific events. Like how this Goku is very good against GT bosses enemies because he guards, crits, very good on GT heroes. If you're running a GT hero team against a GT boss's enemy, you run this guy. Guards, crits, damage reduction, more crit. I mean, well, you don't really need more crit. We're already guaranteed critting, but you know. 210 defense when receiving an attack, and then 300% attack when attacking. And then he can launch 3 additional attacks that have a high chance of becoming a super attack. And if you're wondering, why am I saying 210 and 300%? It's because per GT Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. Counting him and the other 2 units you're going to be running, guess what? Gogeta was also giving this unit support, as well as, you know, the other 2 boosted LRs. This guy's very good, and his stats get pretty high too. Raise attack and defense for 3 turns. So when you hit, you know, 3 to 5 of these in a turn, he's quite good. Granted, you have to keep him on rotation to make sure you get the same buff, but with all the locking and everything that happens in these events, he's pretty good. I mean, he's great against Omega. He's great against an Omega fight. This Trunks, super solid. Very, very good on GT Heroes. Very good on Hybrid Saiyans if we ever get a Hybrid Saiyans lead ever. Hopefully, again. Hey, crazy idea. Gohan and transforms into Beast? Maybe. Oh, that'd be cool. I know we already have Beast Gohan, but I like Gohan. More support, crit, damage reduction, very, very good. Pan, very, very good. GT Heroes, Youth. I mean, these guys, you want to run them on GT Heroes. Raises allies attack by 25% for 2 turns. Honestly, she's probably better than the banner unit Pan, to be honest with you, just because she has dodge as well as damage reduction, while the other Pan just has damage reduction. Very, very good. I mean, she gets up to what? 70% chance dodge. 70% chance to dodge on GT Heroes. Very, very good. Awesome. Whew. Okay. These guys are amazing. For Part 2 LRs. I mean, I'll talk about Omega. And I'll have a statement for Gogeta. This is like the most ideal villain unit we've ever gotten. Support all over the place because they always make extreme units fucking suck for some reason. Damage reduction support for GT bosses. But if you're not GT bosses, you still get 70% defense support, as well as 70% attack for 4 turns when he comes out. 50% damage reduction. Crits. Nullifies unarmed super attacks. Rainbow Orb changing. Like, he's so good. Extreme class Dokkan field of hood. Like, yeah. Look, I made that joke when I was talking about extreme teams, but his is the only nitpick about this specific part of his passive or his kit is that he does not give defense with this, but that's okay because he's giving damage reduction defense in his fucking passive. And this is, I would rather this than him stack it onto his Dokkan field and then you lose it in the middle of a fight. Having more damage early on is fine, or whenever you want to activate it, preferably early on, right? Because these fights have been so short. But to have this in his kit just guaranteed as long as you get a rainbow key sphere, that's awesome. That's fantastic. That is way more preferred than locking defense to a Dokkan field. And I mean, AoE on 18 key greatly reduces defense for 4 turns. Net colossal damage to all enemies. It's very, very good. And then all he does is raise defense for 1 turn and greatly lowers attack and defense on his 12 key, which is still a very good super attack effect. Amazing league set for the teams he's on. I no complaints. Omega is the next villain unit that they release. If it's like an actual villain unit, like a Frieza, where you have to run where you want to run them with like Frieza units, you know, the next Cell we get, the next Boo we get. The next time we see a villain unit of like this degree, maybe like an actual LR final form Frieza. We don't have that, right? No, an LR final form Frieza that transforms into a full power Frieza, or a standalone LR Perfect Cell, a standalone LR Buhan, right? With these like premium LR Kid Buu, where the fuck he's at, right? I just slipped my mind. The LR Kid Buu pipeline, guys. If LR Kid Buu isn't like this Omega, I think we petition. We petition for something, right? We gotta, as soon as the kit's released, if he's not at like Omega level type support, all this shit, we fucking change it now. You change the kit now. Other than that, I think he's pretty good. What do you want me to say? My statement on this guy, because I'm about to be an hour long for this video. He's the best unit in the game. Swaggiest unit in the game. Checks all boxes for what you want in a unit. Animations, passive, active skill, which hits fucking hard, by the way. Without stacking, by the way. Support. He has a very basic kit, but like I said, does it very well. He's the best unit in the game, and he's one of the best units this game has ever released. Ever. And that is all. Thank you.